Hi guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me today here on a very beautiful morning in India where we will be playing Driving Empire. Yes, this is the third video. In the first video I said that we'll be playing Driving Empire, but yeah, let's start. And right behind me, it's the Acura NSX which I fully tuned, and it sounds pretty good. Pretty good. That's what I can say. So this thing has a drag engine and the powerful boost with supercharged engine, and yeah, it's fast actually. 235 miles per hour top speed. Cool. That's my driving. Very well. I drive so bad in this game. Alright, let's exit the bridge and then I'll show you all my cars. And my game is lagging. Alright, so this right in front of you is the Acura NSX, which has a V6 in real life, a 3.5 liter not naturally aspirated, twin turbocharged V6 with two electric motors, and this thing has 581 horsepower, like in real life. In the game, I have tuned this thing. Now the top speed is 235 and I have tuned it with a drag engine, a supercharger, all-wheel drive system. Actually it was all-wheel drive already, but in the game it is not, and I did it all-wheel drive, and yeah, that's it. I changed the boost. I changed it to the powerful boost, and then I added some wraps. This has the carbon fiber wrap and the giant carbon fiber ring, so it is very cool. And the next we have, my game is lagging. Okay, now it's not. So next we have the Mustang Shelby GT 500. Okay, it takes a bit time, but so this is one of my favorite cars. One of my favorite cars. This thing has 760 horsepower and rear wheel drive, is a muscle car, has a 5.8 liter Coyote V8, and yeah, 760 horsepower. Pretty cool. And then this actually 760 horsepower is more than the Lamborghini Aventador, which is cool. And then the top speed is less. Top speed is 200 something, I think. And then I've tuned it, so now it has the top speed of 230 something, and it sounds amazing. And if you look at the interior, why is the interior white? It has a logo. Okay, so let's talk about this car. I have tuned it with a drag engine. I have not. No, I think I have. No, I'm not. Yeah, it's still rear wheel drive, and it has a powerful boost. It was already supercharged, so I didn't have to supercharge it. It is a very cool car. Okay, so next we have the Mercedes AMG GTR. Let it load. Okay, so I'll tell you about this car. This thing has a bi-turbo V8 producing more than 650 horsepower, and it is rear-wheel drive. I changed it to all-wheel drive. I think no. It's still rear-wheel drive, and I tuned it with a race engine, and it goes to the top speed of 230, which is cool. And yeah, this car is amazing. Actually, this is good for the mountain bash race in the game Driving Empire. And then we have the Porsche 911 992 generation GT3. Okay, so this is the latest car I think Porsche has produced, and its V6 sounds so good, and it has I think 600 something horsepower, and I have not tuned it. It's all stock. It sounds so amazing. Yes, cool. All right. Okay, so next car we have the Ford GT. Okay, this car is my personal favorite, and you know why this is my personal favorite? You would say this doesn't have much power, but that power is not everything in life. Okay, this thing has a top speed of 216 miles an hour, which made it the fourth fastest production car in the world in 2020. And it has 660 horsepower, and is rear wheel drive stock. I have fully upgraded it in the game, so now the top speed is 261 miles an hour. I also have the powerful boost, so when I have the boost activated, this can go to 309 miles an hour, which is amazing. And yeah, it sounds pretty good. Okay, then we have, okay, so I forgot to tell you many things actually. This you would have noticed it. This is spec'd in as the same spec Shmi has on his GT, and even the AMG GTR is yellow painted. I could not get the wrap he has on his he had on his GTR, but I still have it yellow. And the Mustang, which is lime green, is same as Shmi's spec. And this car and all the cars are amazing. And then we have Shmi's upcoming car, which is the AMG Black Series. AMG GT Black Series. This thing, in the game it sounds like a vacuum cleaner, but in real life it's pretty cool. Okay, we have a Fast and Furious fan in the game. I can see Dominic Toretto. that's nice. Okay, so this car, if we talk about it, this has a bi-turbo V8 with all track car aero, and actually if you have noticed, That wing is has two I should say two wings. Yes, one wing has two wings. Very confusing, but still, that's true. You can't see. There are two wings in one wing. See. So this has a complete supercar aero, and yeah, 700 something horsepower, and it's rear wheel drive. But in the real world, it sounds cool, but in the game, it doesn't. Like the startup is good, but so basically, I don't know what to say about this. It sounds like a diesel Jeep, I should say. Like, okay, next car. Okay, the Chevy C8 Corvette electric load. Okay, so till then I'll tell you about this car. This thing has a V8, 400 or 500 something horsepower. Has okay, so this is the first Corvette to have a mid-engine, like it is mid-engined. It is the first Corvette to be mid-engined, and it looks very cool. But the C7, according to me, looks more cool. Actually, it looks amazing. But the C8 is very cool. Actually, they maintained the official design of the Corvette with the mid-engined engine, like mid-engine thing now, and yeah, it's cool, but the horsepower is very low. But this sounds pretty cool. And this is the Stingray version, so we can't change its like we can make it spider. For that, you have to press U, and it's spider. My game's a lot. No, crash me. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, it didn't crash. Okay, so now we have it in spider, and yes, I think you would have noticed this in the. This is in the same spec as Shadman. His Corvette is also like blue with it blue interior too. This sounds so cool. It sounds so cool. Calm down. This car doesn't come. Actually, my game doesn't come now. And then, my second favorite car, the SF90 Chevrolet. This thing actually has a 4-liter V8, but that's not it. That's not it. It's a plug-in hybrid. It's a plug-in hybrid. You would say, what is so special about it? The LaFerrari was also a hybrid. It was a hybrid, but not a plug-in hybrid. So this thing can drive in E mode, whereas I think the LaFerrari couldn't. And this thing has more horsepower than the LaFerrari. This thing has 1963, and it's all-wheel drive because the 3 electric motors, one of which is in the gearbox and 2 are in the front wheels, and the V8 is connected to the rear wheels. And yeah, it looks very cool. I don't know what to say. And then I have it in my dream spec, which is silver. I don't know what spec Shmi will have on his upcoming SF90, but I have my dream spec on it. Yeah, it looks very cool. And it sounds cool too. So I tuned this with a race engine, and it can go to around 200 45 miles an hour, which is very good. Let's give it a test. That's about what we should have behind. Yes, 246 miles an hour. With the boost, we have 274 miles an hour. Very cool. Alright, so let's gain some money, and yeah, you will be saying one company is missing from my collection. It is the Lamborghinis, and yes, I am just saving up for the Aventador, the SV, which in the game costs $436,000. I have 343, and my game is lagging a lot. Yes. So I don't race much, but still, like we have, okay. So but I don't race much, but still I drive a lot, and I get my money by driving. Yeah, it's good. Let's just keep driving and let's keep getting some money. And that is my driving. I just keep crashing my cars. Someone won a city quarter mile race in 5.78 seconds. That is insane. 5.8 seconds quarter mile. That is insane. Alright, did it. Okay. Thank God I said no. Let's do a rolling race. It's gonna be boring otherwise. Let's stop. Alright, stop. It stopped. Nice. Okay, just like that. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna change it to manual. Send it to the 7th gear. When it's on 30 miles an hour, that's how it's done. Let's do it again. Stop. Okay. Okay, so it's the 4th gear. We'll change it to 7th gear. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. And the automatic gear system is responsive. Everything's under control. Let's get the GTR. Okay, so it's the Ford GT time. And one thing I had to tell you and I forgot. This thing has literally, like, it can beat a stock Bugatti Veyron in the game in a drag race. This car has done that, and that's amazing. And actually, it launches better than a stock Bugatti Chiron, which is cool. When it's gonna be a straight, I'll show you this car. Its top speed, and that's actually amazing. So this top speed is 263 miles per hour without the boost. But when I activate the boost, I'm sorry, this is a curve, so I'll not do here. I do it in straight. I think that's a straight. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Let's see. later video I'll show this, like show you the top speed. And we are on $373,000. We need just a little more, actually 60,000 more to get the Lamborghini Aventador. And the video is already long, but still we're gonna play as much as we can. Okay, let's do a sound check. Okay, uh, let's change it to neutral. Pretty good. Things like that. Cool. Oh, $379,000. 280. $381,000. Yes. Nope. Oh bad. Oh. My bad. Sorry. I'm sorry. No. My god. That was a very, very close call. And I made it. Now I'm not gonna. I thought so. Okay. And the bad thing is, oh god, I'm in the water. It's alright, I have some boats, like one boat. Oh my god. Okay. So actually I also have a helicopter. Ouch. Looks good. Let's change to a car. I forgot. Sorry. My bad. What should I drive? Let's drive the Mustang. The interior of this car is it's amazing actually. I am proud of Bayford who has made this game. The interior is so detailed of this car. It's actually amazing. Every single button, every single thing, from air conditioner vents to speedometer, everything is accurate. Yes, the speedometer is actually not accurate because in the Mustang Shelby GT500 it's a digital speedometer. It's not with these like the analog system. It's a digital system, so that's not accurate. But it's alright. It's alright. You're getting this much in a Roblox game is a lot. Better than him, and I'm proud of that. It's learning. Let's do a comparison here because it's gonna be boring if we'll be silencing the whole video. A comparison between Dodge and Ford and the muscle thing. Dodge is actually literally the brotherhood of muscle, but Ford, it's very cool actually, because if you see this car and any other, like you see the 2013 Shelby GT500 NFS edition, all of them are pretty, but then there are Dodges like the Dodge Demon, the Hellcat Red Eye. The Hellcat Red Eye is actually the fastest muscle car ever produced with 210 miles per hour top speed, and the Dodge Demon, if we talk about it, has not the top speed but the horsepower, which is 800 horsepower, and that thing is actually insane because it can do wheelies. Fast and Furious stuff in real life. You know actually why they can do it and who suggests them to do this stuff? Vin Diesel. He's actually brand ambassador and the producer of Fast and Furious. So the Dodgers keep visiting the Fast and Furious set, but otherwise Vin Diesel just keeps giving Dodge some ideas that you make a car which can do a wheelie, and they made the Dodge Demon. It's amazing. Actually, you'll be saying why would Vin Diesel give this idea to Dodge? I'll tell you. In Fast and the Furious, Vin Diesel can make wheelies with all his cars, and the first car to ever make a wheelie in the Fast and Furious was the 70s Charger RT. That car was also a classic, like it was insane. Yeah, I actually love Dodges and Fords, but if we compare here, Dodge now has broken up with SRT, which stood up with Dodge to make it like a proper muscle car. If there would be no SRT Hellcat, there would be no SRT Hellcat Red Eye, no SRT Demon. And all the cars, like all the major cars Dodge has produced, like the Challenger the Challenger Hellcat, the Challenger Hellcat Red Eye, the Challenger Demon, the Charger Hellcat, the Charger Hellcat Red Eye, the Durango Hellcat, all of these cars, even the Jeep Trackhawk and the Wrangler have the SRT Hemi V8s, and those V8s stood up with Dodge to keep the Dodge's most powerful muscle cars. Now that Dodge has broken up with SRT, I don't know where it's gonna be, but Dodge has announced the E-Muscle program, and actually Ford has done a very well job before Dodge, actually I should say. Why? Because Ford produced the Mustang Mach-E, the Mustang Mach-E GT, but they don't have much horsepower and it's actually a SUV, not a coupe. But then we talk about the 1400 prototype of the Ford Mustang Mach-E, then that thing goes crazy. 1400 horsepower through electric motors, and it's just the thing that I don't know if Dodge can do it. If they do it, it's gonna be amazing, but Ford has to keep up the fight with Dodge, otherwise and with Dodge actually, that's true, because Dodge is a very very tough competitor for Ford, and yeah, there's gonna be a very big fight between Ford and Dodge in some time. Actually, it's going on right now too. Mustang versus the Challenger, Mustang versus the Charger. But yes, but then there's a thing called Hennessy, which takes all these cars, tunes them up, and then says, "Hey, I'm better than both of you." So Dodge and Ford are doing a very well job, but then Hennessy is another American company which actually does its best, and it is the best. You talk about the Venom F5, the Venom GT, all of those cars, it's amazing. Yeah, but the Venom GT was not actually the world's first, like America's first hypercar. It was the Celine S7 twin turbo, the Celine S7 twin turbo. Yes, but yeah, the Venom GT set a speed record, and it had pretty good horsepower. Otherwise, I don't know what to say. The Venom GT, I think it beat it. Yeah, I think it was faster than the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. But the F5, if we talk about the F5, it is faster than every Bugatti till now. The fastest Bugatti till now is the Bugatti Bolide, and Bugatti says that it has 310 miles per top speed, but it's not assured yet. Hennessy Venom F5 there has actually crossed the 310 miles per hour limit, and then we have some more faster cars like the SSC Tuatara, the Jesko Absolute, and those cars. And yeah, actually Hennessy, Bugatti, SSC, and and Koenigsegg. There's a fight between them, and it's so big actually. They're just fighting. First, the Hennessy made the Venom GT, which had set a world speed record, and then it was the Bugatti Veyron SS fighting with the Hennessy Venom GT, and then came the Koenigsegg Agera RS, which changed the world. But Bugatti never failed. They made the Chiron with a very cool 0 to 400 record. But then the 0 to 400 record was fighting with the Koenigsegg Agera 0 to 400 record. And then we have the Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. That thing changed the game. 304 miles an hour. It just changed it. The first car ever to cross the 300 miles per hour speed limit. First street legal car to ever cross that limit. But then that's not it. Hennessy came in. They made the Hennessy Venom F5. That's not it. Koenigsegg came in with the Jesko. Then Bugatti came in with the Bolide. And then at last, SSC came with the Tuatara. Oh my god, that fight going on between these companies, SSC, Bugatti, Hennessy, and Koenigsegg. This is insane actually, because all of these cars, just one car is more in horsepower, like the Hennessy Venom F5 has 1700 or 800 horsepower, which is more than the Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. But the F5 is actually better than the Chiron Super Sport 300 plus in this game. Why? Because the F5 is faster, 310 miles per hour, 500 kilometers per hour, and it has more horsepower, 100 horsepower more. It is just insane how Hennessy, Koenigsegg, and Bugatti are fighting for the top rank in the world. Let's see who makes it in the end. Like till now, Bugatti, Hennessy, and Koenigsegg haven't stopped, but Koenigsegg just announced that the Jesko will be the last petroleum car Koenigsegg will produce, and that is the very saddest thing, because I like all the petroleum internal combustion cars so much that once they'll go, it's gonna be a very, very like silent world, which I don't want. I want cars to roar in cities. I want that speed, because all of the electric cars, most of the electric cars can't go that fast. The fastest electric car is the Rimac Nevera. It can go to only 250 miles an hour, 258 miles an hour, I'm sorry. But come on, that's it. But if we talk about the horsepower, the Lotus Evija, 2000 horsepower. Oh my god. Electric cars are very, very good at horsepower, but when it comes to speed, oh, let's leave them behind. Because the best thing to do right now is hybrid systems or hydrogen engines that we can use, but hydrogen engines are not being produced that much. It's sad. Yeah, what can we do? We can't do anything. It's just Bugatti and Hennessy to change it to electric. And if they change it to electric, it's gonna be the end of internal combustion engines, and that's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very bad. And I am actually very sad that being a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, I'm sorry, I couldn't ever drive an internal combustion engine supercar. And I'm so sad, like so sad. Yeah, but then something good will happen. There are many cool electric cars, but the sound, I miss it a lot. And that's not it for today, guys. The video is gonna be long, like it's $420,000. I'll get it very soon. I'll get the Lamborghini Aventador very soon. In this video, it's 236, I think. Let's see what's the price actually. If it's more than 250, then we'll end the video here, and I'll make another video in which I'll get the Aventador. And yeah. So in the city I drive the NSX, so we'll change it from it's out. Oh no. Check the price. Why do people drive on the wrong side? I don't understand. Let's go and see the price. In the game, Lamborghini is called Veloce. I don't know otherwise. Like, I'm not actually sure of the price. I want the S. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. It's $462,000. I can't make it in this video. So that's it for today. We'll meet in the next video. The next video will I think, yes, it will be the driving empire video. And yeah, see you.